Hey, this is Spencer Ludwig on We Found New Music with Grant Owens.
You're tuned into We Found New Music on Dash Radio. We're here with Spencer Ludwig. His new singles are Diggy and Right Into You. His debut show was on Friday at the Troubadour, and he's playing again here in LA at Union Station on September 3rd. The man himself, Spencer Ludwig. Welcome to We Found New Music.
Thank you. Thank you. It's great to be here.
So tell me, how does it feel to finally have 2 new singles out?
It feels incredible. I feel the most alive that I've ever felt in my life. It's all of me, and it's out there, and it's in musical form. And I'm just so happy to finally share this art that I've been compressing and kind of keeping to myself for the last almost 2 years.
Mm-hmm. It's been a journey, but here we are with your first 2 singles.
Yes.
How would you describe your sound? It's definitely a very unique thing, and it's definitely evolved from another place.
I think I'd like to describe it as funky, soulful pop music.
Mm-hmm.
Highly influenced by the oldies but goodies. Thriller is a standout album that I took a lot of inspiration from. Prince,
Mm-hmm.
His entire discography, and just his artistry and his sound. And then, of course, drawing inspiration from trumpet players like Miles Davis and Chet Baker, just with their melodic sensibility and deep improvisation. So I really tried to kind of fuse my love for funk, pop, and jazz all into one sound.
Yeah, and I witnessed your live show on Friday, and I think you definitely mixed all those styles into one. You know, sometimes you can really tell that Michael Jackson influence is in there. But no, I think you are translating it just right. That's very exciting.
Thanks. I mean, when I watch Michael, when I listen to Michael, I see a person who is more in his space and in his zone than I really can tell from any other artist. It's just somebody who is so deeply in what they're doing, and they're really giving you, you know, their heart and soul through their music. And, you know, he does it through dance and through his voice, and same thing with Miles through his trumpet. So I try to channel them, and I incorporate dance, and I incorporate obviously improvisation on the trumpet, and just whatever I can to just go as deeply into the moment as possible. And then I just let it out.
Yeah. Now, how long have you been playing trumpet and also singing? I know you've been singing now too.
I've been playing trumpet a lot longer than I've been singing. Trumpet, I started going to my senior year of high school, which was, I think, about 8 years ago. And singing, you know, not more than the average person who sings Happy Birthday throughout their life.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but as a musician, you know, you can carry a tune, or I hope that most musicians can, and I think most people can. But I took voice lessons to prepare, which really helped me. I have a teacher in LA because I'm kind of bi-coastal. So I work with Roger Love when I'm in LA, and he's great. He works with like Adam Levine and just a ton of incredible pop acts and speakers and everything. And he really helped me understand the instrument. And he referred me to this incredible guy, Matt Farnsworth, in New York, who works with like a ton of Broadway acts. And just the combination has really given me a lot of information to sing correctly. And it's been a lot of fun to like learn this new instrument. And I think this whole journey has been fun for me because most of it has been learning new tricks. And like, I really love learning. And if I feel like I'm not learning with what I'm doing, it's like I feel a little bit static, and I need that growth in my life. So learning how to sing was amazing. And then I was like, you know, well, a great frontman needs to also, a great entertainer needs to also be able to dance well. So I've been taking dance lessons for the last few months with this guy, Hassan Christopher. out in New York, and I've just been grinding and like just trying to grow.
Yeah. Well, we'll touch on that live show in just a few, but
Yeah.
I am surprised that you only just began singing. I mean, I'm sure you've been singing to yourself your whole life, but really professionally, that's really cool. It seems like a bit of a gift for you because it seemed natural when I was watching you live. But I know, speaking of the trumpet side of things, you've been in a lot of very cool projects, you know?
Yeah, I've been really lucky to collaborate with so many people and tour with capital cities and collaborate with a lot of really great people that I was fortunate to cross paths with on the road. Yeah.
I know like you toured with RAC as well, which was a really great collective of very talented musicians. All of our friends, really.
If you were to ask me, or if anyone is to ask me, you know, who's your favorite group out there right now? Who are you looking at, you know, for inspiration? RAC is at the very top of that list.
And it's been so exciting to also watch him go from producer to full band, and then to include you in it, which must be such a compliment.
His growth, his innovation, it's all so inspiring. That guy is so inspiring, and the fact that he includes me, I'm extremely flattered.
Sure.
We've worked on a number of things together, and we have things coming up as well. And,
excellent.
I'm so honored to be a part of this epic collective that he's built around him.
And I love watching the community collaborate like you do. And there's a whole number of other projects you've been involved with, but why not just look it up? There's lots of cool things that you've been involved in. But let's focus on your current work. You just dropped 2 singles just about 2 weeks ago. The first single is Diggy. What's the title mean, Diggy?
So Diggy, the chorus says, "I'll get you dancing to the diggy, 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 do." And then immediately after, in the refrain, the trumpet says, "Diggy, diggy, diggy, do."
Okay.
So it's basically saying, "I'll get you dancing to the sound of my trumpet." It's a really great intro to the project, letting the audience know this is an artist who sings and plays the trumpet. It's a dance record. It's a pop album. It's a party album. And it's just like, let's have fun. I'm going to get you dancing to the sound of my horn. So the song goes, "I'll get you dancing to the diggy, 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 do." And after I say diggy, 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 do, the trumpet goes like this. That's it. You know?
And you worked with Red One on this song.
Yes.
What was that like working with Red One?
Working with Red One is like working with a wizard. I mean, the guy is a legend. He has broken the careers of Lady Gaga, Enrique Iglesias, Jennifer Lopez.
And now Spencer Ludwig.
You know, kudos to Warner Brothers Records for making the connection. I'm so honored to be one of the artists that gets to work with this wizard producer, and he's just such a musical guy and is has a great ear for great music, harmony, melody, and what the world can fall in love with, because he likes to say that he likes to make global music, and some things are happening with the songs that I've worked on with him that are already reaching audiences around the world, and it's really exciting. He really is a global wizard.
No, totally. Also released another single on the same day you released Diggy. It's called Right Into You, and you work with a couple of other people on this one, Greg Alexander and Jesse Shatkin. Tell me about working with them.
Yes. Well, Greg Alexander is the lead singer, songwriter for the New Radicals, wrote their
one of my favorite songs.
big hit, You Get What You Give. And I mean, that is the mantra for this project, really, you know, and life in general. It's so true. And he's such a brilliant songwriter. And it was just so cool to work with him. You know, he also wrote The Game of Love, which was a great song, you know, Michelle Branch and Santana. I mean, he's able to tap into just like simple, great songwriting. And I learned a lot from him.
Cool.
And then when Jesse Shatkin came into the picture, he took it to a whole nother level and just brought this beautiful modern aesthetic and touch to the record. And I mean, he co-wrote Chandelier, he produced Chandelier as well, and to work with somebody like that, it was an incredible learning experience. And I'm just so lucky that I got to work with just such incredible people, producers and writers. And, I kind of went into this project feeling like, what do I really know? I'm just a trumpet player. So the fact that these guys were getting behind, my musical ideas, it was very flattering. And then they were helping expand them and make them great. And at the end, everyone felt that these final products were very strong, and I felt confident because they felt confident. And it was a great way to just get a first great product out there.
Sure. And it seems like you have a good group of people behind you, having trust in you, putting you together with such cool people like this.
Definitely. I have an incredible team.
Yep.
My manager I've known since I was 5 years old. He's my best friend's dad.
Okay.
He played a huge role in, getting me this record deal opportunity. And he's kind of in here to protect me and to make sure everything goes smoothly. And so far he's done that and more. And it's been a pleasure.
Cool.
But I just wanted to add, the reason why I chose those two songs is to put out first is because they're kind of wildly different from each other. One of them showcases my sort of grimier, edgier, lower octave vocal. And the other one showcases the falsetto, which are two characters that are going in and out and throughout the album. And on some songs there's a blend, on some songs it's really focusing on the falsetto. But there's a lot of characters, and I think I got inspired by Prince and how many voices he kind of layers in all of his tracks. Earth, Wind and Fire too. They do have multiple singers, but I love the way that the different textures kind of keep you interested in the music. And so I like to showcase different characters.
Wow.
And different styles of singing throughout the record.
That's incredible. Obviously you have some great influences in there as well, as we already touched on. So what else can we expect from the album? You're working with such great people on these two singles. Will we hear more working with them, and also who else you're working with?
So Red One did 4 songs, so you can expect 4 incredible bangers. Jesse Shatkin also did 4. So another 4 just beautiful, lush productions. I did 2 songs with Bram Inscore, who did all the Troye Sivan stuff. He's fantastic.
Yep.
I did 2 songs with Jake Sinclair, who produced a number of things that you wouldn't immediately think, oh, this is a Spencer Ludwig producer, but we just got along so well and the songs turned out so great. Jake is known for producing Fall Out Boy, Weezer, Panic at the Disco, some Sia, some Taylor Swift, bunch of amazing stuff, but we just hit it off, and I'm really excited about this eclectic group of producers and songwriters. It's just so inspiring to hear other people's ideas. I mean, throughout the recording and writing process, I feel like I was always steering the ship, but my ideas were expanded and new ones came into my awareness because of the collaborative, environment.
Yeah. It just sounds like such a dream team of collaborators, but of course you brought your own ideas to the mix, and I know it just became a very exciting process for you. I know I've heard a lot of these tracks you played for me personally, and so to touch on the album, it just really sounds kind of timeless and a lot of vibes from the last several decades.
Totally.
And you must be crushed that Prince passed away this year.
It's unbelievable.
Being such a huge influence for you.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, we lost Prince, Michael, David Bowie, so young, but they left such an incredible legacy that will inspire generations forever.
Yep. And we can hear those inspirations on your album.
Yeah, absolutely. And if I die tomorrow, knock on wood, nothing happens. But I am proud of this product to exist on my behalf and to really truly represent like my heart and soul out there. It's this is everything that I am. So, this music will go on and be out there for people to discover, which I'm so glad I have something that finally represents me,
Yeah, and we look forward to hearing the rest of the tracks on the album. Obviously, the 2 singles are out now, Diggy and Right Into You. Let's briefly talk a little bit about the live show. I know it's very important to you to translate the album live. I got to see your show, your first show ever at the Troubadour on Friday. What's the live show looking like, and who's in your band?
The live show consists of a bass player / aux player. He's doing keys. I kind of keep everyone very busy. Everyone's got to sing, first of all, because, we have that party vibe, that whole Earth, Wind, Fire gang vocal thing going on. So right now I've got Devin Hoffman, who I met on the road as the bass player with AWOL Nation, is now more Los Angeles-based, writing, producing out here. He has got a great project called Display Music. And I'm just a huge fan of his playing and his personality, and personality is a huge thing for me. We got to get along, we got to be able to laugh, we got to be able to joke. We just got to be able to, vibe. So we got Devin Hoffman on the bass, Kane Rashad on the drums. Kane, I've known him since I was like 9 years old. And he's just become a very well-known drummer out there in the world. But now that I have my project together, we can finally have a reason to get back together. He's been out there on the road for a long time with Portugal the Man. But he's back with me, and he's killing it. He absolutely crushed it at the Troubadour.
Yep.
Then I've got Carrie Singer on guitar and synths and background vocals. And Carrie is just one of the most talented musicians that I personally know. And I'm so excited for, I get more excited for the audience to see my band. I feel like I'm showing off the coolest dudes in the world.
I feel that. I get what you mean there.
They're just over the top, and
true musicians.
It makes me laugh how good they are. When I'm on stage, I'm having so much fun watching them just crush it. And it inspires me, and that's what I need to. I need them to set the bar so I can raise it, and it pushes me. It pushes me to play harder. It pushes me to play better. It pushes me in every way. So I like being in an environment that is constantly pushing me.
Excellent. Yes, we love Carrie Singer and Devin Hoffman also. I'm very familiar with that project, Display.
Yeah, it's great. They're all just so talented, and I'm excited about hitting the road with them, because who knows where my music will go, where it'll evolve, because I definitely intend to be the type of artist that is constantly writing and constantly releasing music. So yeah, I've been writing a couple songs a week since the album was done anyways, and I have really interesting collaborations coming up. I just did a really, really great record that I hope will come out with Holy Child. So,
oh wow,
who knows where it'll come out or who it'll come out with, but it's crazy.
Well, yeah, we love Holy Child, so we can't wait to hear that one. They're coming in the studio in a couple weeks. So yeah, obviously the live show was quite a process to create. You've been putting this together for a year or maybe longer. So you had to learn how to dance.
I had to learn how to dance. I had to learn how to really sing. I had to learn how to switch from mic to trumpet. It's a kind of a new sport. And I'll tell you, even after the first show and after months and months of rehearsal, I was more exhausted than I thought I could ever be. But, I used to have a teacher back at Cal Arts who said, if you can't stick a dollar bill on your forehead, and if it doesn't stay there, you're not working hard enough. So I was definitely sweating my face off, and that's how I want to feel. I want to feel like I'm just on the verge of death, because then I know that I'm doing it right,
Yeah, I'm sure the adrenaline and actually having a live audience took you to another place on Friday.
It was the coolest thing, man. It was like, that is the dream. And this live show is the dream. The music is really supposed to be a calling card to the live show. The live show is what this was always about. When I got signed, it's not like I brought them songs or a record. They were like, we love you live. Let's make a record and get you back on the road.
There you go.
So now we're here at that moment, and it's very exciting because the live show is what I am most excited about.
It's also very unique to have a lead singer that just busts out on the trumpet also, and that's really cool that you're bringing it back to kind of how music should be. Multi-instrumentalists, killing it and not having a chance to really get your breath from what I can tell.
Yeah.
I'm sure you were literally, you're probably used to it at this point, but like you were saying, just sweating your butt off up there and just in that place, but good for you. It seemed seamless to me. Seemed effortless. You're getting the job done.
It feels good to work that hard. It just feels good. And I think the songs, every part of the music has a different purpose for me. The words is me telling you how I feel, telling you what I think, but the trumpet is me showing you how I feel, and really just like allowing people to see me sort of just transcend through the moment and the music. And I think it just kind of adds depth to the experience for me, which hopefully adds depth for the audience,
Absolutely. So what's next? We have 2 singles out. What are some of your plans for this year?
Well, being technically unknown, I really want to put a lot of effort into getting these songs heard first. And then I'm going to creep another couple songs out before the album. I just really want people to become aware of the vibe and become familiar with this project before I just drop the whole thing. The album is pretty large and eclectic. It's 12 songs, and we're looking at early 2017. But I intend to tour, and I intend to release a couple more singles. And I really just can't wait to tour, man. Just can't wait to share this music with other cities and countries. And I drew inspiration from everything I love and everything I've ever seen up until this point. And I'm really excited to test what I think is missing out there on the road.
Yeah, no, it's going to take a little time to really dig into that.
Yeah.
But I think it's just so exciting. We have some original work from you out there now, I know you're doing those trumpet edits for a while where you were playing over some other songs, but now we actually have your sound.
Yeah, and
out in the world.
It's incredible. I love doing the trumpet edits. It's fun. It kept me busy, and it was like a way to stay creative. But the opportunity hadn't come until Warner Brothers, that I got to actually experience writing a song and doing my thing. So now I have something that really truly is me, like inside and out.
And that's why now that you have those 2 singles out, I will do whatever I can to spread the word. Thank you. We're spreading the word to the Ones to Watch blog.
You've always been a supporter. I really appreciate it.
We just got to get these 2 singles out there. And I think you're right not to release everything at once. You want to slowly build it.
Yeah.
So that's really exciting. But the big thing I want to push here is you have another LA show. One of the big things I want to push. September 3rd, you're going to be playing our Union Station Summer Concert Series. Ones to Watch and K-Rock are going to be doing this. We'll be getting the word out on you throughout the summer. So are you excited to play that one?
I'm ecstatic. I can't wait. I was just visiting this weekend. I saw Casey Hill crush it. And it's just such a beautiful space. And I'm really excited to get that crowd, dancing and grooving. It has the potential to be like a pretty crazy dance party. There's a bar, right? There's
the whole south patio is a beer garden, not just beer, but everything. And it allows people to get loose and into it. But the other crazy thing is it's all ages. So, we got every possible exciting opportunity there. Invite the fam.
That's huge. Yeah, I'm going to tell everyone and their mother.
And it's free. It's free too. Amazing. So down at Union Station, it is our train station here in LA. One of the monuments of LA, really.
Well, LA is, the LA sound, specifically the hip hop sound, is a huge part and inspiration for my sound. Massive. So I'm so stoked to play LA shows.
Yeah, it's fitting. It's a good Spencer Ludwig place to be, right there.
It's going to be good. We're going to shut it down.
You're probably going to be our last show, our last band. So literally shutting it down. But
yeah, we go hard. We leave it all on stage. We're going to make it very loud. And, we're just going to do our thing.
Yeah. It's effortless for you. So just do your thing, man.
Thank you.
So thanks again for we finally got a chance to catch up here. There's a lot to talk about still. But I would just say, keep an eye on Spencer Ludwig here. He's got a lot to say, right? And, you're doing it. You're combining everything.
I just hope that, if anything else, instrumentalists feel like they have a chance to, just be themselves and do whatever they want musically and not feel boxed in by any genre or gig. Because I realized that, I'm really an artist who also plays the trumpet, but when you're a trumpet player, sometimes you feel boxed in by the gigs that are out there for just trumpet players. And I think if you feel like you would like to do something else or and incorporate your instrument, then that's totally possible. And I'm so glad I got to explore that, because I've never been more musically or creatively fulfilled in my life. And now I'm just going to keep going in this direction.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. We really appreciate it. I know you're a busy guy and you're heading back to New York for a bit.
Yeah, I got to go back to New York, man. I got a whole life out there, but it's been great to be in LA.
Yeah.
And I'm literally coming back like the day before the September 3rd show.
Oh, wow.
To be here for that and to just, it'll be great. I'm excited.
Get together and prepare for that. All right. Well, the artist is Spencer Ludwig. He's on Warner Brothers. His new singles are Diggy and Right Into You. Look out for those two singles. Come see him at Union Station. Thanks again, Spencer, for joining me on We Found New Music.
Thank you.